Facebook Live's been around for a while, and a lot of people really love it. And then there's other people who are just so scared of it, and I completely understand why. It's very difficult to speak into a camera as if you're speaking to a person. It really is just a little circle, and you kind of don't know if the other person on the other end is receiving it very well. A lot of that comes with practice. I've done Facebook Live videos, regular videos. I used to do videos as a kid. So it just takes a lot of practice to really see that circle as a person and speak to them as if you were on the stage in front of a bunch of people or even just talking with a friend. So I'm going to break this down into a few of simple steps that we can use to create the best Facebook Live experience for your potential customers and clients that might see you on your feed. The first one is your topic. Make sure that your topic is relevant. Don't go on without a plan. You really need to have a plan of what you're going to say, how you're going to cover it, the order of events, and then if you're going to respond to comments or not. As you're speaking, that's part of your plan. You're going to see those comments come right up on the bottom of the screen there, and sometimes people will just stop mid-thought because they see a comment and they'll be like, "Oh, hi Jenny," and you're like, "Okay, wait. You lost your train of thought. Now we're on to a completely different subject, and I really wanted to hear what that nugget was." So make sure you're going to decide before you go on if you're going to respond to comments as you're speaking, or if you're going to ignore them and then respond to them maybe at a Q&A section at the end. Next thing is your camera. So I'm using a Logitech HD camera that's just for your laptop. It's just a little clip-on thing. It does really great with lighting and balancing and everything. I'm also in a very well-lit room. So I have a sliding screen door, which does have a curtain over it at the moment because it's blowing out a little bit. You can see the white right here is kind of blowing out the side. And then I do have an overhead light that's on me as well. As you can see, some shadows. But the best place to do video is actually when you're facing natural light. And if my background was better, if I was facing natural light, I'd do that for you guys right now. But really, that's the greatest asset you have. So if you can put your computer facing a window, you have a nice background that's not too distracting but looks nice, then I think you'd be in the perfect situation for your lighting and the equipment. Like I said, just an HD camera or even your laptop camera works really well as well. Another thing is your mic. A lot of people don't use a mic, or they use their headphone mic, which is fine. But if you have long hair and you're using a headphone mic, make sure you do some test runs in QuickTime or iMovie and record yourself with your mic and starting your presentation, because your hair might actually make this like crinkling sound, which is why I'm not using a headphone mic right now. Now, you can also get other external mics. I do have a Snowball. I'm not using it right now, but it is something that I do use on some of my videos that are a little bit longer, and if I'm in a different setting as well. Sometimes I'm not so close to the camera, or I might be doing a visual where we're looking at the screen. So I just want to let you know that I do use it in those instances. The next thing is your timing. So Facebook gives you statistics on when people are on your page, what they're engaging in, and that kind of thing. So it's your Facebook insights, essentially. And those can really tell you what time of day, how long people are staying on your page, what they're watching, how long, if they're watching the whole video, that kind of stuff. If you go into really deep into the insights, you can know when to post when to do your Facebook Live, and then also how long your Facebook Live should be. If your Facebook Live has been going on for an hour and I just tune in, I don't know if I might watch it. But if your Facebook Live just ended and I see it's only 5-10 minutes or maybe a 30 minutes, I might watch it because I might have time to do that. So just gauge your audience and make sure you're posting it when they can watch it, or make sure it's short enough or long enough that they're going to engage with that as well. Also, if you want to promote your Facebook Live before the time period, so saying next Wednesday I'm going to be going live, and then keep repeating yourself a lot until people kind of catch on that it's on their calendar, it's kind of like a set time. Wednesday at noon, I'm going to go live, that kind of thing. Like I said, don't go too long. And start right away. A lot of times people I will see, they're sitting there waiting for a time period, and I don't actually go on Facebook Live until exactly the time I said I would be there, or the time I'm going to start my presentation. If one person is watching, if 10 people are watching, it doesn't matter. That's why I like promoting them ahead of time, knowing that, okay, Wednesday at noon, I'm going to be on Facebook Live. People are on your page. They're waiting. Then you might start with 10 people or so, kind of watching your video. But sometimes you start with 0 people. And I see people on there just doing this, writing, making notes, oh, hey, we're going to start in a minute. And I'm like, good grief, you've got some people here watching, like, let's just go for it. Because the thing is, your Facebook Live videos are going to be saved, and they're going to be on your feed later. So everyone can go back and watch the replay if they want. Ignoring the numbers in the corner. Don't ignore the time number. That's important to you because you want to make sure it's not the right, it's the right length of video. But do ignore the numbers of people watching. A lot of times people will get discouraged if they see a lot of people leaving, and you'll see it on their face as they look in the corner and they'll go. So we're doing really great, and we're going to talk about this topic today. And okay, so we're going to wait a few more minutes before some more of you can hop on, and then you just totally know that this whole thing has happened, and like a bunch of people started watching and then they just left. Sometimes it happens with people's, with their internet connections. It happens with their, I don't know, their kids screaming and they have to go, or they were in a meeting and they just like hopped on for a second, or they clicked on it by accident. Even any of those reasons, you have no idea what those reasons are, so don't worry about it. Just keep going, talk professionally, and just plow right on through. Like, don't worry about those numbers. You will know the numbers once you're done. And you'll also know like what the replay numbers are as well. So just wait until the end. Answering comments as you're able. I don't like people when they stop in the middle of a Facebook Live just to answer a question. We kind of talked about that a few minutes ago, but you want to make sure that you have that as part of your plan, whether you're going to stop in the middle and just answer comments or talk to people directly or say hi to people. Make that part of your plan. Say a few words, a few sentences, a little bit of an introduction. Say, hey, I want to say hi to you all hopping on. And then look at the bottom and actually talk to those people. Then go back to your presentation, talk a little bit more, and then say, do you guys have any questions? And then say, let's see if you guys have questions. And then you can read questions and answers and things like that. So make sure that you're not just stopping mid-sentence, oh, hey, and then going back to your sentence. You want to make sure that you're actually blocking it in as part of your time. And if you're going to use this video later for training purposes or for just showcasing that, what topic you're speaking on, do it straight through. Even maybe not do it as a Facebook Live, maybe do it as a video and then upload it later if you want to use it for different purposes. But if it's just for Facebook Live and you're not going to use it anywhere else, feel free to block in the time to answer people's comments and things.